like the significance of being part of those films. When you're in a world like that, you are in a bit of like not a bubble that you're sort of naive, but a bubble in the sense that you're just all together and you don't really realise that you're all together all the time. And it took a few years to be like, oh wow, I was there a lot of my life, you know, and we all spent a long time together. And so it's been like a really long process of understanding, and that's been a really interesting process, I think, for all of us. And it's kind of cool because every time you see each other, it's this shared memory that's like always part of our like friendship.
That makes sense. Excellent stuff. Let's keep back to the questions. I'm not sorry. What would you like for time, by the way? 3 minutes. So I think we're down to final question, perhaps. We'll try and fit as many as we can, but I think we've got one more. And remember, she's wearing a Captain America shield on her t-shirt, so I think there's a skewed bias here.
Oh, I don't know. I mean, I guess right now because I'm more focused on my directing and writing, I don't know if I would. I'd be quite terrified going into another world like that.
So no, Black Widow is not getting recast anytime soon.
Yeah. I don't know. I mean, it would be cool to play something where you fully became, like you lost, like in terms of like your face and identity was kind of lost, in the sense that you're like fully behind a mask and a costume. Like that would be kind of fun to be behind, just because.
Careful, you could be all in the spandex suit with the bubbles, so like doing all the CG stuff.
Spend hours being painted like blue or something. I don't know. I mean, I do love watching Marvel and DC stuff. But yeah, I'm not very. My knowledge of them isn't very good.
Your interests have shifted. I think it's safe to say. It's definitely behind the camera.
Yeah.
Excellent stuff. One more or one more? Just one more question then. We'll go to this lady on the right hand side.
Yeah.
Final question. It's got to be a good one.
Hi, you mentioned that you don't have directing and writing your own stuff.
Yeah.
Is there any advice to any future filmmakers that I watch to go into that industry as well? Have you got any advice?
Yeah, I would say that a lot of what I've learned is either from watching as many films as you can, getting your hands on like scripts, like you can easily just download and read scripts online just to understand how differently scripts are written as opposed to like a novel is written. And I think as many as you can read and watch and going to theatre. And I think just not being afraid to just start by doing it. That's like all I've learned is just from making it. I think everyone has access to a camera and that's pretty amazing that you can just pick one up. So don't be afraid to just like start making them. You don't have to necessarily share them with anyone. You can just make it for yourself.
Excellent question. Thank you very much indeed for our last one. Listen, who's here for the whole weekend? Who's here for tomorrow as well? Because I think we've really, understandably, in half an hour we've scratched the surface. We've got another Q&A panel with Bonnie tomorrow. I'm really looking forward to it. Ladies and gentlemen, will you please show your appreciation and thank you very much for your time. Thank you guys, everybody. Fantastic. Excellent. Very quickly, you're going to be taking a little bit of a break and then heading back down to your table, is that right? Excellent stuff. So you will be able to meet and greet to Bonnie in a bit. But thank you very much indeed for everyone for the questions. Thank you very much indeed. If you could just remain seated just for a little while, just while Bonnie can get out, that'd be fantastic. Oh.
Ladies and gentlemen, if I can ask you to remain seated for a minute. Anybody who's wanting the Red Dwarf Q&A can remain in the room. And then in a minute or so, anyone who's wanting to vacate can leave so now.